We are back, guys, with another Age of Empires 4 casted game. This time we have Elyona playing as the Delhi Sultanate against his opponent Krakety here playing as the Chinese in the Coral Teal. Look at that, like beautiful cataphract from the Byzantines. Did I just say Byzantines? I don't really remember. Like, playing as a Chinese, guys. Like, this is not Byzantines. This is not Byzantines. Sometimes my memory fails me, and it's like, did I say this, or did I say just the other thing, or whatever? Anyway, if you follow this channel, you know I've been talking about dancing for a while. It's obviously a passion I have for many years, and I want to talk about Latin America because it's a place where very few people know about. A lot of misconceptions about it, you know, Hollywood movies, or that the whole Latin America is Mexico, or everyone eat tacos just because Mexico is obviously because it's next to America. They did a really good job at branding. So Latin America is huge. It's huge, and it's very different from country to country. But one thing they all have in common, it's, you know, that Latino flavor. Some people call it, and you can see it in dance when people just learn to dance. You can see in places like USA, Europe, Asia, anywhere in the world. The technique is very good because they focus a lot on that, on the technique. And when you go to Latin America, because you have to go, they're let's be honest, guys, we're not very good at marketing, so you have to go there to witness yourself what I'm about to say, and you can tell they don't have the greatest technique, although some of them they do, of course. They have very good one, but most of them, they just have a lot of passion. And that's something it's hard to, you know, it's really hard to explain to someone, like, you know, dance with passion or feel the music or things like that are very subjective. They're very unlogical, and I find Latinos are very good at that. I have a theory why is that, because I really feel passion is a multiplier for everything that you do. Like, if you are good at something and all that stuff will give you some points, and then you add passion on top of it, it will be like a multiplier for it, and it really shows. It really shows. And one of the reasons is the truth is we don't have much education in Latin America. Like, our education system is basically no education system. Most places they just have bad education, particularly in Peru. Like, if you're not born in a kind of like not rich family, but, you know, average family, you don't get access to any kind of normal education. So a lot of things just spend their time just playing and enjoying life, and they just don't have this stressful life that a lot of countries have. It's like, especially in Asia, they study for so many hours they study. Like, they want to, you know, improve, they want to learn something, they know competition is there. And in Latin America, it's just they won't even know what this is about. Like, what do you mean about competition? Like, what is that? Like, and part of it is that you enjoy your precious life when you're a kid or a teenager without much pressure coming from your parents, especially in Asian society, which is very different. And probably this thought made me realize that you just need to try less harder to show your passion, to multiply whatever is it that you're doing. If you're improving at something, if you're trying to get better at something, whatever is it that you have, any kind of goal or things that you want to get, maybe the key is to just relax a little bit and let passion carry you. Let passion do the heavy lifting for you. And the only way to have passion is you need to be relaxed. There is no other way. Like, you have to be relaxed, and the only way is, you know, just try to think about what you do when you were a kid. But anyway, let's get back to the game, because the first Gassy Raider, it's out. He's hungry for some Chinese blood, and as Crocodile already have the Barbican here, he's protecting the deer, which is perfect. As the Chinese, you always want to protect your food sources. Now, if you think about why he didn't put it here, like at the front, right? Or here. Well, here you can just put a wall, and the berries are kind of safe. They already have the town center. Here, only berries. And unfortunately for him, his only food source is on the left, far from his base. So he has to put the Barbican there. If he doesn't put this here, he won't get access to this deer. It will be very hard for him. And it's very important for the Chinese to secure those food resources to just get to the next age, survive any kind of feudal pressure if your opponent like pushes you, like most likely the Delhi will. That the sheep warriors, no matter if you go war, I will follow you. I will follow you. Look at that sneaky wall here. Elyona managed to notice that, and this is such a good wall, you know. You don't really need to wall the whole map. As soon as you put this, you are creating the opportunity for your opponent to get into the range of the town center. Because why do you need to stop them? Why stopping them when you can kill them, if you can? These guys are pretty safe here under the Barbican, so there is no way Elyona will go there with a couple of units. Now let's take a look at his base. He already have some archery range. Most likely we'll think about, you know, putting some feudal pressure. I already have 2 blacksmiths. This pretty much says to me that he's gonna fight in the feudal age. He's gonna be having a long feudal here, which is good for Delhi because they can pump units really fast. And as a Chinese, like, your economy, like, you need time. You need time to get that Song dynasty. You know, aging up is really costly. Like, having 2 landmarks is extra 600 resources that you are spending not on military. That pretty much says, like, if you think about it, it can be like 8 units. Like, 10 units, 8 units, 7 units, whatever is it. Like, you can already see Elyona have 9 units here, 10 units, and you only have 1, which is the scout you got for free. So that's mostly the reason that Chinese get delayed, just because they get that Song dynasty. But the good thing is they produce villagers faster. And Crocodile already aging up with 2 villagers, not in a hurry. He doesn't get the benefits of aging up fast, so he only have 2 villagers here, starting to put walls pretty much everywhere in the map. Exactly how you want to play as a Chinese. Very safe in your base, and expand little by little. Sacred Site's gonna be captured here for Elyona. In the middle. Now, if you don't know about this, like, in the recent patch, now you can just click here and then shift click on the Sacred Site, and they will just go. You don't need to micro all the scholars, which is good. I mean, I'm all in for automation for Age of Empires. Like, I'm a macro guy. I'm a guy who believes that if your strategy was better, you should win. And the execution of the strategy, like, it should be important, but not like it's a decisive factor. Like, for me, like, as a strategy game, like, I feel like a strategy should be that #1 top priority. And this quality of life updates just feels so good to me. Feels so good. Elyona will be having a great time. I already have. Oh, looks like this scholar decided not to finish the work. Oh my god, this is huge. He's losing some extra gold. Oh my god. And look at that. Just when I was saying that it's impossible to raid here, Elyona goes with 8 Gassy Raiders. Managed to take down a couple of villagers. It was very good for him, very good. You cannot go there with 2, you need like 8 so that your DPS is long enough. Scholar realizes that they messed up. It's very funny because the secret site doesn't go down when you leave. I thought it did go down. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at Krakeny. Obviously has the palace guards going out. Does he has a blacksmith? No blacksmith yet, so these palace guards are gonna be a little bit squishy. Like, not much range armor. And I'm not gonna be able to dive into the TC for so long. Look at that, that's a guy who loves pumping units. At the same time, Elyona going for the compound of the defender. It's gonna first trying to decapture the sacred sites. Obviously, a lot of passive income coming from here, so gotta try to decapture those. Look at the Imperial official just constantly producing barracks. Let's take a look at how many villagers. Only 9 villagers on foot. That's really strange. That's really strange. Oh no, sorry, that was Krakeny. 31, okay. And 2 on gold. That should be more than enough. This is, you know guys, this is a sign of a guy who knows how to balance his economy. Like in the perfect world, when you have infinite resources, you can just execute your strategy. It's like, oh, I'm gonna create palace guards non-stop, I'm gonna tower rush my opponent, all that. But all that requires allocation of resources. And Krakeny is just a guy who knows how much he needs to support the strategy that he wants. He have enough villagers on foot, he has enough villagers on gold, just enough so that he can start creating non-stop palace guards. Low attempt, not gonna happen here. Palace guards gonna take revenge. Meanwhile, Gassy Raiders and Archers here. Elyona looking really good with the numbers. Upgrades are gonna start to kick enough soon for those veteran units. Need to place one of the archery range for increasing the research speed. Start researching it because you just don't have. You just don't have the speed of upgrades that other civilizations have, and +2 range armor already coming for Krakeny, so he's gonna be having a good time entering into Elyona's base. We have 17. But the palace guard strategy is here. Try to find what's happening without the UI. Always nice to have that cinematic feeling. Villagers gonna be running for the life. Looks like the palace guards didn't manage to kill anyone, but managed to scare his opponent. A couple of raids happening here. Palace guards tanking all that damage. He'll get that 5 range armor against 6. It's gonna be just receiving 1 damage. And what these guys need is extra attack because they are really weak. Compared to other man-at-arms or other units, Palace guards, they don't have much attack. They're just fast, you know, they're just really fast. That's why sometimes I prefer to go for the Lancers, just because it's such a good unit. Much more attack. And obviously slightly faster. I say slightly faster, but it's way faster. It's like these crossbows will clean this up. Elyona already having 2 relics. Krakeny only 1 relic going to his base. 1 already here, so technically he has 2. So it's gonna be pretty much 3 relics for Elyona and 2 relics for Krakeny. Military numbers for Elyona looking really good here. Things are starting to get a little bit scary. This archer still not veteran. Looks like he doesn't want to upgrade those. Just, you know, get those crossbows out, and that's gonna be the play for him. More walls coming here. Be careful not to let the opponent find the promised land here. 1 small gold vein and berry bushes. Meanwhile, this is where it gets tricky for the Chinese. And it's about the farm transition. Krakeny needs to do a couple of things. He needs food to produce units. He needs resources to do the farm transition. And those things do them at the same time. It's just really hard. It's just really hard. Because the extra wood you're having could have been gone for food, and then you're not having like enough military units, and it becomes like a situation where not having your farms is really hard, and especially as a Chinese, because you really need to plan your farms just to get the best out of them. Elyona not attacking yet. Not gathering a stone for the moment. Looks like he won't get any cape anytime soon. Village fortresses about to finish only in 1 minute. Look at that swiftness. Give Nike shoes for these colors. 50% speed. One brave palace guard. Managed to spot the enemy, but that's all he did. More units coming for Crackety. Look at this. The elephant is coming. Where is it? Where's the elephant? There you go. It's a tower elephant, actually. It's a tower elephant. If you manage to defend the elephants, they're quite good. Like, you don't want to just throw them, because if they die, they are very expensive. But if there are a lot of units for you to tank, then it's just really good for you. It's really good. Springle's already there. Most likely, Elyona thinks that Crackety may go for a nest of bees, and he may be right, because when you have this number of units, siege works just very good for you. Like Crackety. We'll go here behind the base. Be careful not to lose this area. At the same time, farm transition starting to happen for him. Let's take a look at how many farms. 17 farms, still a long way to go. It's always good when you have your first set of farms, like, and that's a huge, that's a huge thing for you. Crackety has, you know, the villager advantage, even though he didn't go for a 2TC. Song Dynasty is really helping him out. Looks like he decided let Elyona get into the base. Remove all the villagers from there. Now palace guards will just go and chase those gassy raiders. Get out of my base. He doesn't know it's like Dumbo is about to come. Another brave palace guard. First keep already here. It's gonna be just at the front. Yeah, potentially can get those shoreline fish. Walls also coming for Elyona, forcing his opponent to go through this keep, which is great for him. It is great. And while Chinese, more farm transition. Look at this farm. This is the guy who just work outside. It's like when you get grounded in school, like you need to go to the corner. That's pretty much this guy here. But anyway, he has the mill here, so he's kind of alright. He's kind of alright. At the same time, Sacred Side victory approaching, and you should not let that happen, because 7 minutes can happen quite fast. 7 minutes in this game, they happen really fast. Trust me. Time flies here. Meanwhile, where are the elephants? There you go. Just a defensive elephant. 30 attack. Look at that. 30 attack. And they also attack from arrows, so... Nest of bees already there. Oh my god, that's huge. That's huge. Another nest of bees attack. Wow. Wow. Crackety really squishing those nest of bees. Now he's going for it. It's gonna be rushing a keep here. Gotta be careful not to lose those villagers. like he decides, actually, I don't think I can put the keep here. And you really need to secure all your food resources at the deli as well. Farm transition not even start for the deli, so that's a huge thing for him. Raggedy already has his farm set up, and his opponent doesn't. Look at how tanky this elephant is. Look at how tanky he is. Take that. Just one elephant to take down the nest of bees. Oh my god. Good. What a game. What a game. Elephant still alive. Somehow, Elyona still with huge military advantage. Oh, almost 4 times his opponents. Well, more production buildings coming from Prakriti. He just realized, like, you know what? One Imperial official supervising 1 barracks won't make it, guys. Let's pump it up. Let's create all those units. Oh, he's still gathering gold somewhere? I don't know where he's gathering gold. Oh, there you go. I still have gold in the back. So he's pretty safe here. He's gonna be able to get all those gold units. Sprinkled also there. Gonna be having an extra nest of bees here. Gotta be careful not to lose them against the lancers. Everyone protect the nest of bees. They know how important this is. Well, Springle most likely will go down for Elyona. No one there to protect the Springle. And with the Springle dead, the nest of bees is just gonna be able to do a lot of damage. Elephants just tanking the damage. Unfortunately for him, Elephant is gonna go down, and the crossbows need to leave because the nest of bees will melt everyone here. A nice defense coming from Prakriti. He pump out those units really fast. And at the same time, he's going Yuan Dynasty. Gonna have the Imperial Palace here to have extra vision. If you don't know about this landmark, it's really cool. It's one of the coolest landmarks in the game for me. First, it gives you a lot of vision. I will put the game like this for a moment, just so that you can see how much vision he gets when he ages up. The other cool thing it has, look at that. All this. The other cool thing it has, he has Imperial Spies, which he can check exactly where are the villagers here. So if he wants to go for a raid, he just activate that and he knows exactly where to go. No gambling, no anything, just pure, you know, pure map hacks, if you want to call it that way. Now Kragedy, despite being in Song Dynasty for a long time, he's behind villagers. And his opponent still not having any farm transition yet. He's squeezing all those berries. Still have deer here, berries here. The problem is those villagers are praying for their life. They're like, oh my god, like they don't pay me enough to gather berries in front of the enemy. The power of Imperial Spies is that you can check all the areas, all the entry points of your opponent, from your opponent, except this one, of course. Eco upgrades, just going for Crackety. Now the good thing about Delhi is that they can have a lot of upgrades. Looks like even Delhi forgets about the... Where was this upgrade? Acid distillation, there you go. Acid distillation. Even them, they forget about it. It is free, but you know, everyone is like, I already have that tier 1. I don't need it. It's free, but you know. A lot of spearmen coming for Crackety here. 20 palace guards, 37 spearmen, 18 crossbows, and a couple of nests of bees, but his opponent already have 3 sprinkles of his own, so nest of bees not gonna be able to do much. Managed to get a decent shot at the front line. Sprinkles deciding if they should attack the nest of bees or not. Looks like they're going back. He doesn't want to lose the Sprinkles, but at the same time, nest of bees are just doing so much work here. Despite having 5 Springles, Crockety have a couple of nests of bees with him. And he's just gonna keep sending units here. Springle attacking the wrong nest of bees. It's just so annoying when your opponent can micro those nest of bees. They can just move out and be out of range of the Springles. Look at how much damage. Pretty much all those units are dead. Almost instantly. Almost instantly. Military Academy just going on for Crockety. And now the ram push. Gonna take down this keep. He knows he cannot keep pushing from this area. Mangonels are already there. Definitely what the doctor recommends when you see your opponent having 20 spearmen and 16 crossbows. You need a mangonel. Especially if you have 2 mangonels, even better. Farm transition just starting for Elyona. Has 28 military units. Most of them are siege, so you have very little infantry to work with. It's just gonna be playing really safe here. It's like, we don't need a trap or anything. We're just gonna go directly into the keep's face with 7 rams. That's how it's gonna be. And also Horseman will join. Actually, Horseman? Yeah, it is Horseman. He actually not interested in building. Oh, look at that farm setup. Very safe. 43 farms. He's not really interested in going fire lances. Another keep. It looks like he will cancel this keep because there are a lot of rams here. Cancels the keep. Nest of bees. Still alive. Mangonel shots. Trying to do some damage here. Crockety spread his army. Another mangonel shot. Managed to get a decent shot, but the nest of bees not only takes down a bunch of units, also takes down the mangonel. And looks like the mangonel will go down here. The rams will just make their way to the keep right away. More units coming from Elyona. But looks like it's not gonna be enough. Keep pushing here. All the reinforcements arriving. Villagers trying to take down the rams. Elyona in big trouble here. Farms are just right next to his opponent. He's trying to repair the keep. Keep goes down. And they just keep training units, Nest of bees somehow still alive. This guy's never died, guys. This guy's just working non-stop. It cannot go down, no matter how many sprinkles you make. And it looks like Crockety will just keep pushing here. Elyona going back. Have some farm transition around another keep. No keep in his base. Horseman going for a raid here. Looks like he's just gonna burn all the farms. Be careful not to leave these guys alone. Crockety knows that. I know, mate. I know how expensive these guys are. Oh my god, you hate to see your farm transition going like this. Just gonna leave this one as a sign of hope. Meanwhile, another keep will be rushed here. There's nothing you can do with a keep, and you know, 5 rams already here. Horseman just trying to be annoying like the mosquito. Boar is still alive. Redeli don't eat boar, so... Nest of bees already arrived. And the keep gets cancelled, and Crockety just keeps sending units non-stop. Let's take a look at his base. A lot of production buildings. and he taps out. Elyona taps out. Well played by these two players. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.